Hi, in this video I'll be showing you this. It's the Igenix Smart Air Cooler. What I want to do today is to show around the air cooler some of the features and benefits that it offers, also explaining what an air cooler is. Just before I start, I would appreciate it if you subscribe to my YouTube channel, just give us a quick thumbs up. So when it comes to unboxing this, hopefully shouldn't take too long. There we go, so that's the box taken off. And if I turn it round, and almost hugging it to take it out of the box. And there we go, there is one air cooler. So here are the dimensions on the air cooler. First of all, the width. You're looking at 26.5 centimetres or just under 10.5 inches. Overall height, really looking at 77 centimetres or just under 30.5 inches. And as far as the depth, that will be 27 centimetres or around 10.5 inches. So if you are looking at putting it in a certain space, just make sure you've got plenty of room around it as well for the air to circulate. There are many different ways you can try and cool yourself down if you're warm at home, starting off with a basic table or pedestal fan. The main advantage is they're quite inexpensive to buy and to run, but the main disadvantage, they're not that effective at keeping you cool. Then you go on to the other extreme of air conditioning units, and the main advantage is they're very effective at keeping you cool, but they can be expensive to buy and to run. And this is where an air cooler sits in the middle. You should never expect this to keep the room as cool as a full air conditioning system, but then the effectiveness of keeping you cool compared to a standard table or pedestal fan will be loads better. And it all starts off around the back of the fan. What you need to do is to take the water container out and fill this with cold water. Now you also get two of these ice packs, or Igenix call them ice bricks, and ideally what you need to do is to obviously put them in the freezer beforehand, make sure they're nice and frozen, and then pop them in here, and that will keep the water cooler for a lot longer. Next thing you'll need to do is to just take this back panel off, and you've got an absorbent pad here, and all you need to do is to take this out of the bag so that it's ready for action. So basically what happens is that the water that's stored in the tank is pumped up to the wet curtain, as Igenix call it. I suppose different manufacturers will call these different things. But essentially what happens is that the water's pumped up here, that is made wet. Then what happens, a fan draws warm air in from the room and it blows it through the damp pad here. And then the water evaporates from the pad, absorbing the heat from the air in the process. And then the cool and slightly humidified air is then blown out of the unit and circulated into the room by the fan. And hopefully at the front of the unit, then you'll feel that it'll be a lot cooler than at the back. First of all, you can switch it on and off. Next option is a humidify option. So you can just turn that on and off easily. Then you've got the swing. So if you wanted it to move around a little bit, rather than just be in a standard position of blowing the air out, you just press that. Also, you've got the different speeds. So as you can see, it's on number 1 at the moment, and it goes up to number 2, then number 3, and in the process it does get a little bit louder. Also, you've got the timer on here, so that's an on and off timer. So if you wanted it to be on for a certain time, so between 2, 4 or 8 hours, there we go, then after that time then it will turn off. And that can be ideal if you've gone to bed and if you want it to hopefully cool the room down, then you can just set a timer for it to switch off, and then you just turn it off at the end. And you do also get a cheeky little remote control with it, and a lot of these options are duplicated on here. As you can see, you've got low, medium and high at the bottom here. The main difference is you have got the Wi-Fi option. The process to set that up is really easy, it's all in the instructions. Several advantages of an air cooler. First of all, they're very cost effective to run. Also, they are portable. So on this model, it has got casters underneath. So if you need to move it around, that's nice and easy. Also, if you live in an area where it's got quite a dry atmosphere, then because you've got the humidify option, then it can add moisture to the air. So if you've had your desk or pedestal fan sat in the cupboard for several years, it comes out every year for a short period to try and cool you down, but you're never that impressed by it. Then if you're not really into the realms of going for a full air conditioning system, then I'd recommend going with something like this. If you're thinking of purchasing one of these, I've provided a link below to show you where to get one at a competitive price. Hope you enjoyed this quick video on the Igenix 10 litre air cooler. I would appreciate it if you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just give us a quick thumbs up, click subscribe, leave any comments below. I'd always ask for comments, whether it's good or bad about the video. If you have got one of these or a model similar to this, let me know what you think about it, because I'd always appreciate the feedback. Thanks for watching.